Hey you guys, welcome back to yet another video. So here I'm going to take you along in a week in my life. A week in my life as a nurse. Here we go. Hey you guys, so I am picking up an 8-hour shift. I'm coming in at 11 and I work till 7, so I'm going to take you along. I am tired. I'm tired, not feeling my best, but here we go. On this particular night, I had to float to another unit, but I was given the choice to either sit or be a PCA, and your girl chose to sit, so here I am. So when you're sitting one-to-one with a particular patient, it can be very boring. But one thing I like to do is to make sure that I'm still, doing everything that I'm supposed to do as far as charting, as far as vitals. So basically when you're sitting one-to-one in my hospital, I am a nurse, so I can do the roles of a nurse and a PCA. So I was in charge of vitals. I was in charge of documenting a full head-to-toe assessment and taking labs. But in this case, it was a very, very, very easy night. So I was struggling to stay awake, but just make sure you're doing everything you are supposed to be doing, even when you're sitting. I clocked out right on the dot because I was sitting from 11 to 7 with a very interesting patient. A little boring, but I am thankful that it wasn't a difficult shift. So I have one more night, so I'm gonna go home, get my daughter ready for daycare, and then I am going to be working again tonight from 7 to 3 in the morning, and then I'll be done until next week. But nothing too interesting happened. Nothing really happened tonight. Just walking back and forth to the nurse's station. So I got so engrossed in my day that I forgot to vlog, but I got my daughter ready. She's at school, and I made myself a breakfast sandwich. This is just basically like a little egg. I put some kale, some onions, and some red peppers in there, and this is turkey sausage on toasted brioche bread, and this would be my breakfast. Here's breakfast, you guys. Here's breakfast. I am going to start vlogging when I cook because this is really good, especially this kale. Kale is like my new favorite vegetable. So normally I do not watch TV when I have to go right back to work the next night, but I just feel so relaxed. My sandwich was so good. So here I am just watching a little bit of TV, watching one of my favorite shows, Living Single. No, I think it's Different World. Watching Different World. These are the main things that I take when I am going on a shift. My AirPods, so I can listen to music or listen to YouTube or whatever I need to do. I'll take my computer because I do a lot of editing at work, and then other things I'm doing for the Nurse Collective. And I also have a good book because sometimes I'm tired of looking at the computer. I need to read. And then on my computer and my phone, I also have the Bible, so I bring that as well. These are just several things to keep me awake. So yeah. So it's about 9:28. I have passed all of my meds, did my head-to-toe assessment, charted. Now I am just basically eating a snack and trying to figure out what I need to do as far as like educational training. Sometimes I'm checking just to see if anything's due, and then if not, then I am going to basically work on editing a vlog and then watching some YouTube. So the YouTube person I have been watching now is Sweet Greens Vegan. I am actually trying to transition into a vegetarian diet. I am trying. So I've just been watching her for some inspiration. She's my sweet inspiration. So I already had a sandwich, but it's almost midnight. So I want to eat a little bit more because I don't like to eat food kind of like past midnight or like 1 because my stomach feels weird. So I have a little salad that I made with this homemade dressing, and then some air fried wings with a little bit of leftover rice that I made. So yeah, I'm just here sitting here thinking about how I used to feel when I worked day shift. I barely had time to eat, and when I was eating my lunch, or I had the time to leave for 30 minutes to eat my lunch, people will come, physical therapists and all kinds of people, case manager, come find me in my lunch, in the lunchroom, and talk to me about patients. And the type of unit I worked on was an orthopedic unit. It was like very fast paced, and it was like I needed at least 30 minutes to not think of any patients, but to think of myself, to pee, to watch movies, just to like relieve my mind. And I'm just like, people are so rude. Just rude to interrupt my lunch. But I don't have to deal with that at night shift. And so I'm so excited that I don't have to deal with that anymore. It's just people, yeah. And we only get 30 minutes of lunch, and I wanted to have it uninterrupted. But anyways, that's just a random moment. But I also was thinking about, I'm looking on this page, I forgot the Instagram page, but it's this girl who does current events on nursing. And she basically was talking about how at this hospital, a patient went through the plexiglass. He didn't want to wait anymore. And went through the plexiglass and stormed through there. And I guess some nurses got injured or whatever. And I'm just thinking, like, man, stuff that you never thought of. Like, I never thought this stuff would happen in the hospital. I felt like we were safe. People come here to get sick. But when I became a nurse, sometimes you encounter people that I would say very difficult. So just I want to admonish you all to be safe. If you feel your patient is combative or you may be harmed, don't go in there. Don't. So yeah, it is 12:36. The night is still young. Okay, you guys, so I'm back again for another day, but this particular day I was charge nurse. So in the beginning of my shift of charge nurse, I also get report on my patients, but I'm also responsible for making sure things are organized. Number one, making sure if we have sitters, how they're being covered. If we do have sitters, making sure the active order for the sitter is in the system, and if it needs to be updated, contacting the nurse or the doctor and doing it myself. Making sure everything is just where it should be, checking the crash card. As you can see in the beginning of this day, I did the test for the crash card, making sure that I am accounting for everything that is needed in order for nurses to continue through their shift. Far as telemetry monitors, I'm making sure I'm tallying how many are there, far as rovers, far as pulse extremity cords, just everything. And then I also personally clean the entire unit. If things are out of the way, things are in the floor, I just like to make sure that we start on a clean slate. So that's what I'm doing right now. About 8:15, I'm currently trying to just make sure everything's organized because we have a lot of sitters, a lot of people that are interchanging, leaving in 4 hours and such, people coming in. So just making sure stuff is organized. That's what I'm doing right now. So here you see me filling out the sitter request sheet that needs to be sent to our supervisor to ensure that we actually have a sitter that will come for day shift. This has to be done each shift, so I'm doing that. Also, your girl, even though I'm charged, I got patients. I have patients. I at least have 1 to 2 people. On a good day, hallelujah, if I prayed, I don't have more than that. But sometimes it is the case where I do have more than 1 or 2 people and I'm charged. But Jesus is always with me and I always make it through. So in the midst of me trying to basically give all my people their medications, another nurse was down in the CT area with her patient and couldn't stay because she actually has more than 1 or 2 people. I think she had about 5 patients or 6. So she needed me to come down and stay with her patient until they were done in CT. So here I am. One of the guys had perfume or something and he wanted me to smell it. It smells so nasty, but I was being friendly and smelling that nasty stuff. So it's been a pretty eventful past 3 hours. A lot has gone on. I've been transporting people by myself, people asking for all kinds of things. And so I'm finally at 10 o'clock going to pass meds on one of my 2 patients. And so, yeah, this is the reality of being charge nurse. You're everything. You're a nurse, you're transport, everything. Good morning, you guys. So it's about 3:46. The time is basically going so slow. But right now I'm just continuing to help all the other nurses. Right now I'm getting ready to draw some payments and help a patient who went to the bathroom on themselves. And yeah. But anyways, I just finished doing the assignment. Doing the assignment as charged sometimes it's difficult, specifically on my floor, because it's heavy. A lot of totals, a lot of feeds, a lot of everything. So it took me about maybe 30 minutes to do it. And so now I have some last minute meds that I'm going to do. And yeah, that is it. It's been an okay shift. I mean, it's been an okay shift. I'm used to a lot, so I have one more night or 2 more nights for this week, but one more night back to back, and then I'm off for a few days. And some of you are like, why do you have on this coat? I'm in the med room and I'm freezing on the floor. So before I go to my patient's room, I want to take this coat off, but I'm cold and tired. I'm getting ready for shift 3 of 3. I did not have any options to cook, so I went to BB Bop and got me some food, and so I'm sitting in the car eating because I didn't eat when I woke up, or I didn't eat when I went to bed before I go to work, and then whatever's left over is going to be my lunch. So this is what I got. It's purple rice, noodles, corn, rice, spicy chicken, potatoes, kale. Like, this is my go-to fast food when I'm hungry. You guys, I'm so happy that I have a different change of pace today. I am just your regular old floor nurse today. I am not charged, but on this particular night, I did have a patient who they did spot visible bed bugs on the patient, and so because of that, I'm just taking precautions to make sure I don't take anything home, and I'm just wearing all kinds of PPE. And then my good old work friend made me this like alcohol spray, and she calls it dust spray, so that's what I have, and I just spray it on my shoes and stuff after I come out. You guys, it's about 12:19. I passed meds. I did my head to toe assessment. I actually had dinner right before. Y'all saw me eating bibimbap, and I thought I would be okay. I'm hungry, so I ordered some late night food, so I'm gonna go get that. So it is 4:43 on a Wednesday morning, and I have some 6 o'clock meds to give. I had a few people that just woke up feeling nauseous and stuff like that, making sure lab draws that PCAs weren't able to get that I actually do, or I tried to get from their line. So yeah, I'm so glad this is my last day. I get to be off for a few days, and I come back on Saturday night. But I'm just like, when I get to my 3rd day, it's like I don't want to talk to any patients. I don't want them to call out for anything because my fuse is just short. But that's how I know that I need to not come in for a couple of days to get my stuff right. Burnout is real as a nurse, so I intend to stay in the bed and sleep and eat my favorite foods and pick up my daughter and love on her and have a slumber party tonight. And that's about it. Oh, I forgot to mention that I have 6 patients tonight. So that's why my fuse and my I just don't have time for anything. I have 6 patients. I'm tired. This is my 3rd night out of my 4th night. I'm tired. So I'm so excited. It's 6:30. I have a few labs that we're sitting around that I'm going to run to the lab, and I'm going up. Anyways, I have a few labs that I'm running to the lab, And then I'm just going to look over my patient's records to make sure everything for report is accurate. And that's it.